fact that the four most important words in business, which is I'm sorry and thank you. And I'm sure that's a lesson a lot of people don't really understand until maybe they're in a certain situation and stuff. But give me your thoughts on why you think those are the most important things, words in business.
Well, first of all, I'd be the first to admit that this is not rocket science here. This is really simple stuff. And I think, if anything, what the book does is take all these simple things that sometimes we take for granted and remind us all. At the end of the day, it seems so simple to say I'm sorry and to say thank you, but how many businesses and how many people at businesses really go out of their way to do it? I find when I speak to audiences, when I talk about responsiveness, I like to ask if there are any lawyers in the audience, because with all due respect, I have found that a lot of corporate attorneys are the folks that aren't really fond of the words "I'm sorry." I mean, I think they sometimes see it as an admission of liability,
or weakness.
Something they don't necessarily want to embrace. But to me, it's not I'm sorry, I realize this is my liability. It's I'm sorry you feel upset right now. I'm sorry your experience isn't what you wanted it to be. I'm sorry you're having a tough time here. It's not hard to demonstrate empathy. It's not an admission of liability to demonstrate empathy. But as soon as you hear the words "I'm sorry," as long as it's genuine, that can diffuse literally almost any situation, because I'm sorry humanizes us all.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had some problems with and there's different I'm sorry's, right? So I've had some problems sometimes with I try to schedule too much in and I'm running late or I miss something. Well, I'll go out of my way to, if that happens, to make a personal apology. Sometimes, try to throw in a little surprise and delight there, throw in a gift basket or two. But people really do respond when you can genuinely say, I'm sorry. Now, on the flip side of things, being able to be responsive not only to the bad, but all the good stuff is this huge opportunity that's sometimes forsaken in the name of dealing with the crisis, in the name of figuring out how to say I'm sorry and how to respond. Sometimes we lose sight of the importance of just saying thank you to all of our actual happy customers and happy staff, and being responsive to those folks is just as important, if not even more important. I use the analogy, I don't remember which book, in one or two, I use the analogy of a department store. Can you imagine if you're the manager of a department store and somebody walked up to you and said, I just want to thank you. I've been coming here for so long. I come here every week. I buy everything from you guys. Your staff is so wonderful. I just think everything you have is so great. Can you imagine as the manager saying, hold on, I got to go deal with a cleanup in aisle 6 right now. I got to deal with it.
Yeah.
Right? You'd like give that person a hug and like give them some coupons and you'd want to be so happy and so thankful to that person. And yet so often we lose sight of the importance of being responsive to all of our actual happy customers, happy staff people.